My name is Georgina, and today I'm going to be teaching you all how to make a yummy tuna salad in just 9 steps. This recipe has been in my family for 2 generations now, and it's really easy to make, and I know a lot of people are like, tuna, but this is really good, and it's really healthy, and it's really quick to make, so it's going to be really convenient in college. So you just follow along the video, you will make it as well. Before we get started on the cooking aspect, I just want to give 2 very quick tips. The first tip is to have all your ingredients laid out in front of you. You can't see mine, but they're all here just so your workspace is neater and you don't have to take breaks to get all your equipment. And the second tip is to wash your hands. Pretty self-explanatory on that one. Okay, let's get started. So the first step in making your tuna salad is to grab your tuna can. I usually use this one. The list will be down below. I will use a can opener to open this today. If you don't know how to use a can opener, I recommend watching a separate video on that. But basically, you're going to open your can of tuna over your sink, mine's right there, and you are going to basically, once you open it, squeeze the lid and make sure all the juice is out of the can. It's very important that you don't have as much juice as you can, so your salad isn't soggy and the juice is just not in there. So make sure you get all the juice out first. Okay, after you have taken care of the tuna juice, you are going to grab your open can of tuna with no juice in it, and you're going to add it to the bowl in front of you. It's very important to get all the juice out and to get all the tuna into your bowl. Make sure there's nothing left. And after you do this, I really recommend rinsing out this can so it doesn't smell bad. So once you do that, go ahead and mix your tuna. All right, so now that you have your tuna in your bowl, the next step is to grab your can of corn, grab your can opener and open it the same way that you did with the tuna. And the important thing here is to remember to also get all the juice out of this can so your corn isn't as juicy and there's no corn juice into your bowl. Now that you have opened your can of corn and made sure all the juice is out, you are going to add it to the bowl with the tuna, and you're going to use a spoon, like this one, to mix it all together. Now that you have your tuna and your corn mixed together, it is time to add the mayonnaise. Now, I usually recommend only adding 2 full spoons of mayo onto your bowl, but it's based on your preference and it's based on your portion. So depending if you make a small amount or a large amount, and depending if you like the taste or not, you can keep adding more as you go. Now that you have mixed the mayonnaise onto your tuna and corn, it is time to move on to the jalapeno juice. I usually recommend only adding either 1/4 or lower, depending on how much you want, how much you're making, and how spicy you like it. It all just depends on your preference, so be sure to keep tasting it as you add on your ingredients so you can make sure it is to your liking. The next step to completing your tuna salad is to add the chicken flavor bouillon. This is really good to just add spice and add some flavoring into it so it just doesn't taste bland. There's not really a specific amount that you add. I usually just kind of eyeball it, obviously depending on how much I'm making and how much I like it. So I really recommend starting out with a small amount, mixing it in, tasting it, and see if it's missing something. Other than that, you can just add as much as you want and then stir after. So last but not least, we have the lettuce. I would say out of all the ingredients, this is probably the optional one. You don't have to add it, but this is just how my grandma taught me and my mom taught me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add it now. Alright, so now that you have cut up as much lettuce as you want, you are going to go ahead and take your lettuce and you are going to add it into your bowl with your tuna salad. And then you are just going to mix until everything is mixed together. Once you have mixed the lettuce with your tuna salad, it is officially all done. I recommend either eating it alone, or you could put it aside with some saltine crackers, or you could even toast 2 pieces of bread and make a yummy sandwich. I usually only eat it with saltine crackers, but my brother eats it with a sandwich, and my parents eat it alone, so it really just depends on how you want to eat it. and here is my yummy tuna salad with all my saltine crackers. I hope you guys enjoyed making tuna salad with me, and I hope that you guys will taste it sometime in the future.